Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect hearing this word in sincerity and in truth. Alright, I'm the brother Iwalam from the GMS West Palm Beach Camp, coming back at you with another lesson. In this lesson, I want to go into how, it's all theatrics. And whether, what's going on with Joe Biden, or real or fake, at the end of the day, it still leads to prophecy being fulfilled. Because we know that, the world is a big stage, and these entertainers, these world leaders, athletes, whatever it may be, they're part of, this game that Esau play, and then with this guy Joe Biden, right? Just a week or two ago, he was standing on stage, debating with Trump, man. And all of a sudden, they're putting news out there saying that, he's not running no more, okay, or he's on his deathbed or some shit like that. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, this may very well lead to the civil war that the scriptures speak of, because now that this guy is unable to do his duty as president, so they say, that gives leeway for Kamala Harris to come up in there to give her a chance, to run for president. And these, Trump supporting Edomites, they're not gonna go for it, man. And I watched a video, or I seen a brother's video dealing with how it was a mayor of a city. He was pretty much, advocating for civil war, So we're in those times, man. We may very well see, 2nd Esdras 15, happen, in these coming months. But it says, where is Joe Biden? The Capitol flag is at half-mast and fencing has gone up. Kamala flew to Delaware to console Biden's staff. Biden's signature on his resignation letter is different. Biden has an empty schedule this week. Emergency meetings were held all afternoon. His brother Frank Biden says he wants to enjoy whatever time we have left with Joe. So people are waking up to the schematics, or the theatrics, Salakia. People are waking up to the theatrics, okay? And pretty much, this is all a movie scene, to be honest with you, man. This sounds like something that'd be part of the movie. But let me get this scripture real quick. Job 13 and verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. All right, and this is Esau, man. Esau is a forger of lies. All right, because they got the world thinking that this guy is near his death. Of course he's an old dude, of course, but who's to say he's not behind the scenes just chilling somewhere? While they got a script written, a script being played out, and he's just chilling. All right, why? Because Esau, is trying to bring about, his order, for lack of better words. And they showed it on The Simpsons, because The Simpsons is Esau's left-handed prophecy, if you would. A lot of shit that Esau has done, they had showed it on The Simpsons year before, they made it happen. All right, so they showed Lisa in a purple dress, and pretty much that was to portray Kamala Harris, So, hey, will she be put in office, or will Trump be in office? We'll see, Lord willing. But at the end of the day, we know it's all theatrics, man. Okay, and to go even higher, this is the Lord's movie, because Esau has a part to play in the Lord's movie too, and that's to be the wicked. Jacob, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, we are the righteous. All right. So you have the good guy, and you have the bad guy. All right. And the bad guy is currently in power and rulership. But nonetheless, the good guy is going to prevail over the bad guy. So that's why when you go to the book of Genesis 49th chapter, it says a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last, man. Now all Israel is going to overcome, the Edomites. But that was a prophecy concerning Gad, the so-called North American Indians. This is Genesis 49 and verse, let's go to Gad real quick. Genesis 49:19, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. You see, so in the Lord's movie, right, it ends up with Jacob winning. And I thought I'd bring out that point because, Esau liked to, replicate Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's, recipe, for the lack of better words. He liked to replicate, he's trying to replicate the power of the Lord, but he's a mortal being, man, all right? He was created, but nonetheless, he was created to be the wicked. All right, but going back to the point, this is all theatrics, man. And like I said, whether fake or not, this is going to lead to, civil war. This is going to lead to, things getting out of hand, okay? Because you still got people, you still got those, the sheep that are blinded, that believe, in this system, So they're gonna fall for the tricks of Esau. Second Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And we live here in Babylon. You got all kinds of different nationalities. You got all kinds of things that people identify with, man. You got the Sodomites. The Sodomite pride and all that BS. You got Trump supporters, you got Biden supporters, you got people, that think that they're dogs, whatever it may be here in Babylon the Great. It's just going to be all kinds of chaos here, man. All right. But dealing with, the two-party system, they're so divided to the point where, like, you live in the same country, but you're divided. What do they say? United we stand, I forget how it goes, but it says, united we stand, together we stand, something like that. United we stand, and something we fall, and pretty much this is what's happening. They're not united, so therefore this kingdom cannot stand. And so, like, I forget the quote, what these Babylonians say, but like Yahweh Shai said, a kingdom divided shall not stand, and it's all kinds of division here in Babylon the Great, okay? Because if they're divided, they cannot link up to come against the powers that be. So Esau, he wants to keep the people divided. He wants to keep them hating each other because that gives him more room to play his magic, okay? Verse 16 says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go. It's like, let me go into 16. That's going into civil war, man. That's going into people pretty much doing whatever to survive. They're not going to regard their kings nor princes, because at that point, when your kings nor princes, can't do nothing for the situation here in America, what are people going to do? They're going to take matters into their own hands. The course of their actions shall stand in their power. You're going to have different militias out here, and if you're not, according to them, if you're not with one of them, then, you're through, according to them. All right. But we don't need to link up in the militia. We got the Lord, man. All right. We got the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Matter of fact, the believers all together, that's why the scriptures, refers to the believers as, the body of the Lord, the body of Yahushai, because we're already a unit in the spirit, man, but these people, they're going to build a carnal way to survive, which is coming together with guns and creating an army. Well, guess what? The Lord has his spiritual army. And the scripture says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. Man, the scriptures also say that two are better than one. So just imagine the presence of the Lord amongst, his elect, man. All right. It says, and that's something that no gun or no, AR, could top. Okay. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. Martial law. And this is what the elites are trying to accomplish. They're trying to bring in their NWO, and pretty much establish martial law. That movie Songbird, that was a great example of, if martial law was to be implemented, in America, man. The movie wasn't all that, but the concept was received. You know, they had they were strict on everything. You needed a bracelet, which that bracelet represented the MOTB, but you needed a bracelet, all right, to be let loose, to be let go, or to not be bothered. All right, and in real time, it's gonna be the MOTB. All right, if you don't show Esau that you have it, well, they may very well put you down on the spot, all right, or take you into a concentration camp. So this is what this is all leading to, man. These theatrics, these games that Esau is playing, eventually going to lead to martial law. It's eventually going to lead to, things are getting bad out here. And we're all for it because we're all for prophecy, to help these people, that believe in this system. Your belief in the system, is what's going to bring you down, because you pretty much putting your hopes, your chips in a sinking ship, So, yeah, man, that's pretty much the point. The point of this lesson, once again, was it's all theatrics. At the end of the day, these presidents, these prime ministers, world leaders, they all work for the elite, of Esau, and pretty much, when their part is almost over, and you notice when their part is almost over, it always ends with a death story, or fabricated death story, but Lord willing, we'll see. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, that's going to happen, but Lord willing, it happens, and we're going to see what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai allows. Okay, but I'm going to end it off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rachakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the whole full elect.